Hope everyone had a great Thanksgiving working on the 200K portfolio. This is preliminary. Want to finalize that before January, but this is what I have. I've made a few changes. Same number of strategies. I've changed the non-profit target versions of Cobra III and added the profit target versions. I'm only trading one contract of each instead of two. I've removed tick count trend 2 V2M 5M, and those are some of the basic changes that I've made. I've removed gold flash. It's really struggled, and so I don't want to trade gold flash anymore with this gold volatility where it is. And just some basic changes. If you have the 200K portfolio, you can compare it to the old one. And so you see the drawdown goes back to 20,747.50 without many changes. Just a few changes that we made. We've removed 3 strategies, and we've added 3 new strategies. Gap continuation in reverse, VIX on close E-mini S&P, and 60-minute breakout NQ 2020A. You can see the drawdown curve and the cyclical nature of that. We're not loading this up with brand new strategies. We're not removing a lot of the old strategies. We're keeping a lot of the same strategies, making a few adjustments here with profit targets and removing 3 strategies and then adding 3 new ones. And so it's not a huge change. Some of these incremental changes are helpful, and so here is where the portfolio is. You see the cyclical nature of this drawdown curve, very uniform. Really like this portfolio. Still, the SR counter trends have struggled, but they're not. If you look at each of these systems individually, they're not doing terrible. They're all just having an off year at the same time, rightfully so, with the type of market and the type of world we're living in. And so we'll look for some resolution in 2021 as we move forward. And that is the update that I wanted to share with you. I also had another update I'm going to be sending out to you. If you have the 200K portfolio, if you have the All Strategy Access, I have NightTrader, a new version of NightTrader. I want to show you. NightTrader's had 10 winners in a row, and so it's had a massive rebound, and we're going to go over that. So here is NightTrader. In spite of the down session that we're having, it did really well. Held the position over the long weekend, hit its profit target right at the open. Market pulled back, got in again, hit its profit target. So good night in NightTrader. Plus 1,500 on the day in this strategy. We had some nice gains. So here, this is 10 winners in a row. Let's look at the equity curve on this. This is going back 1 year. You see a 13,650, 10,350 drawdown, 115 average trade profit. We know the long-term performance of this as well. It made its equity peak here on 9/18. Had about a $10,500 drawdown here, 6,900. Since that time, it has bounced back from 6,900 in equity up to 13,650. So its equity peak was at 17,390, and so it's about $4,000, $3,500 away from equity peak. So it's a good bounce back, 10 winners in a row. Nice performance. Now let's look at the new VSD version, and I'm going to show you how that could also work in the 200K portfolio. That's 60-minute breakout. That's not the one I'm looking at. NightTrader ES VSD. I'm going to send this to you if you have All Strategy Access, or see, it doesn't take as many trades. If you take a look at this, it didn't take those trades last night, and so here is the recent performance. This one's only going back. Let's going back to we're going back to 2017 on this. See, with 2017, you only have a $5,100 drawdown, so it's more selective. Let's see, did I include? Yeah, I included slippage and commission, and it's got 155 trades, 80% profitability, and $5,100 drawdown. Here is the equity curve. You see the drawdown here, the recent drawdown. Didn't make as much of a recent drawdown. It hasn't made as much of a bounce back either. So less drawdown, less bounce back, but it's a more selective strategy for trading NightTrader that I'm going to send out. Uses volume, only available in TradeStation. The volume patterns in these are not available in the other platforms and can't be programmed. So that is an update, and I'm going to show you how that would work in the 200K portfolio. So what if you added that one. So let's look at this. So 87.53 is the total profit over the drawdown. 27.47 and 50 is the max drawdown with 32.34.50. And so let's add that one. Let's add NightTrader VSD. You could trade them both. A lot of exposure there. You'd lose 3,000 if you were stopped out in one night. So 87.53, and let's see, take it. Okay, now let's remove the other one. Let's remove NightTrader from this so you can see the results of trading the other one instead. You're going to get this bump in total profit over drawdown over 9,000. So you're in a 19,897.50 drawdown. The max drawdown goes down a little bit. The current drawdown is a little higher because it hasn't bounced back as much. And so your risk to worst case drawdown, you're closer to your worst case drawdown, so you could phase in a little bit better, trading a more selective version of NightTrader. And you can see how it's done this year, how it's done in recent months, how it would have done in the election time period, during the pandemic. You have this losing month, you have this losing month. We're not making a perfect, we're not getting rid of everything and just trying to perfect this, but you see the cyclical nature. The drawdowns are very short-lived, short periods of drawdown, and we've done that by getting rid of the strategies that are the most challenging strategies, I guess, the strategies that have struggled the most. We need profit targets on Cobra III. Gold Flash has really struggled, and so those are just a few of the adjustments. So a couple other things about this portfolio. We showed you the 200K portfolio. We showed you NightTrader VSD. Gap Continue in Reverse didn't distinguish between long and short stop losses. We're going to send that update out. And then there was an Excel error where it was using VIX OC instead of Breakout NQ PR Breakout. And so we have a double entry for if you typed in, if you chose VIX OC, it went in twice, I think, or if you chose PR Breakout, it also picked VIX OC. So I had to fix the Excel. So the small changes, that's why we're in beta mode, because some of these updates are beta mode. So this is the new 200K portfolio, and you could trade this with this NightTrader VSD, or you could trade it with the regular NightTrader version. Wanted to share that with you this morning, as we are on the last day of November and working on updating all the portfolios for the current market environment and for 2021. Looking forward to the opportunities that exist. And once again, keep in mind, we don't make sweeping changes. We don't run the optimization tool and all these strategies and throw out a bunch of optimized strategies. We work to keep the ones that are working the best and maybe adjust variations of the ones that are not working, or get rid of some that are just doing terrible, and maybe add a few that are doing well. And so that's what we've done here in this 200K portfolio.